What if you chose wrong? What if 5 years from now you looked back and realized the symptoms you're suffering from today could have been reversed, but weren't? Let's talk about what could have been avoided. Sleepless nights. What if you were low on a specific hormone that could have been identified and optimized? We all know sleep is one of the foundations of good health. The thing is, if we keep tossing and turning, hoping we get sleep eventually, instead of testing and optimizing what could be causing it and taking care of it right then, you could have avoided waking up cranky and tired. Another one we could have possibly avoided, say, you were feeling a bit more emotional, but you were already getting enough rest. And if you're not, then why? All because you waited too long to get educated or were misled and chose the wrong path. This is the breakdown I wish someone gave me when I was stuck, confused and terrified of doing the wrong thing. I've worked with hundreds of women navigating perimenopause, some on hormone therapy and some going fully natural. And I've seen what works and what backfires. And what really backfires? Sucking it up and waiting, not doing anything, then find it's too late. Let me tell you what most people get wrong first. Imagine being told your blood work is totally normal, yet you're suffering from fatigue, hot flashes, and being irritable. I have even heard people tell me the words rage, they're short, they're wanting to bite people's heads off, when they know they used to be this calm and happy person. They know it's not them. As a nurse practitioner who specializes in hormone health, I hear about this happening to all women all the time. Normal lab results do not mean optimal health. Let's talk about this lady who came to me having multiple workups for really high estrogen. No one could tell her why. And you know what? It's actually something simple. She later disclosed to me that she was eating food that was really high in soy. We call those phytoestrogens. Our hormones are essential at every age. Whether you are annoyed with irregular cycles, not knowing when Aunt Flo is coming, so you always have the essentials stashed in your purse, or whether you're trying to get pregnant. And then later on in life, then there's the perimenopause symptoms that are not really talked about, like it's some secret or something. Friends, diet, metabolism, and lifestyle all matter. This is why hormones are affected by more than just age. It's affected by diet and also environmental toxins. I'll tell you what happened to my client once she figured out that soy was the problem. But I want you to know you can test your own hormones at home. If you need a kit, I'll put a link to the one my clients love in the description of this video. Now, back to the woman who was eating a lot of soy. She didn't really figure out the connection until later on when she saw me. And once she went through her diet and made that connection, that it was what was elevating her estrogen, it's really easy. She changed her diet. Now that we know the usual approach fails many women, let's move to what actually works. This is the real turning point. Hormones in perimenopause fluctuate daily. It's a roller coaster. It's hard to catch. That is why you have good days and bad days. And a blood panel is a single snapshot. Depending on what your body decides to do and when it is tested, you could be told that you're fine. Even if it is fine or normal is not really optimal, especially for you, especially since you are having symptoms. This is why more involved or even daily testing is critical. Cortisol changes or fluctuates throughout the day. Estrogen fluctuates depending on the phase of your cycle, or is affected if you are taking or on exogenous hormones, like some form of birth control. Your blood doesn't show how your body is using your hormones. That's why we as women get misdiagnosed, or in some cases ignored. Even a perfect diet won't help if the body can't process nutrients properly. So even if you have a perfect diet, you don't know how your body is processing these hormones. Testing properly reveals your body's story and not just a number. That's why what works depends on who you are. Now let's explore the tension between hormone therapy and natural remedies. Most videos oversimplify this decision, but we won't. Natural remedies like phytoestrogens have immense ability to affect us. Then there's also your genes and your family history. Now let's look at the contrasting two mini stories. One woman finds relief from HRT in 2 to 4 weeks. That's hormone replacement. Then another swears by natural food-based approaches. Is this making sense? Let me know in the comments if you have any questions. The real answer is it's not a one-size-fits-all. It's about personalization and timing. Here's what no one is saying out loud. Many women in perimenopause feel brushed off, even gaslit. Like providers think it's all in their head, but the exhaustion, the brain fog, the weight that won't budge, the mood swings that make you feel like a stranger in your own skin, it's all real. And feeling ignored only adds shame and frustration. Naming this is the first step to reclaiming your agency. When women are told to just wait it out, symptoms often get worse. Fatigue becomes burnout, brain fog steals confidence, and weight gain feels impossible to reverse. The silence can even create emotional isolation. You start to feel alone, but you're not. God designed your body with wisdom, and caring for it is an act of stewardship. If we delay too long, we risk bone strength, heart health, and the resilience needed to live out our vocation. Taking action early isn't just about easing symptoms. It's about honoring the temple of the Holy Spirit and restoring the energy to serve God, our families, and our purpose with joy. Your intuition matters. If you feel something is off, you're probably right. You don't have to stay stuck. If you decide to get your hormones tested, do your research. Or there's one I've already vetted, and I put the link in the description of this video.